What's up, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name's Dylan Zachary, and I'm a music enthusiast and graphic designer. If you're new to the channel, all we do here is talk about music and graphic design. I go over album artwork, redesign album artwork, do merchandise, posters, and just talk about all things music, life, and graphic design. It's a good time. If you guys are into that kind of stuff, music specifically, and graphic design, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and comment. It helps out so much. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and it all starts with you guys, so I thank you guys so much for checking out this video. As you can tell, we're sitting in front of my new desk setup right here. For the last month, I've been curating this office. It's been absolutely hectic and chaotic, but the office is finally done. My desk is finally done. I finally got all my records hung up. I got some guitars hung up over there. My studio / office space is finally coming together, and I'm so happy that it's finally coming together. If you watch a bunch of my old videos, you'll see the old setup, and now we got this new and improved setup. This is like my dream desk setup. But that's all for another video. We'll go over that another time, but I'm just happy that I'm able to record and show you guys my new setup. So today we're going to be talking about a trip I did last weekend. I got to go to the Woodstock grounds and see a Blackkeys concert, and that was an awesome time, and I'm so excited to talk about it in this video with you guys. Last week I went to the Woodstock grounds, and it was so special and spiritual. I'm just so happy I got to experience it. If you guys don't know what the Woodstock grounds is, 1969 the Woodstock Festival happened on Max Yasgur's farm in the middle of Bethel, New York, in literally the middle of nowhere. On 600 acres of land, the Woodstock Festival happened after 2 different tries of the promoters trying to get Woodstock nailed down. The one being in Woodstock, New York. They couldn't get permitting for it. And the second one was somewhere else in upstate New York. I can't remember right now. But they landed at Max Yasgur's farm, where he was just a random farmer who had land, and almost the perfect kind of land too, because I'll show some pictures throughout this video of just how the slope is and how like it was just perfect to put a bunch of people on this hill and have a stage at the very bottom of it. Max Yasgur, just a dairy farmer, he allowed a bunch of kids to come and put on a 3-day festival, and it turned out to be one of the most iconic, life-changing moments in cultural history. Absolutely amazing that this even took place, let alone happened on some random farmer's land in the middle of nowhere, New York, and had over 500,000 people attend the festival. And yeah, it was a whole lot of up and down in Woodstock on those 3 days in August 1969. There was a whole torrential downpour that happened during the performances, and they had to stop the show for a little bit, and then the whole field became a big mudslide zone, and it was just chaotic, but a beautiful chaos, if you will. But yeah, the Woodstock grounds, it was so special to just be able to go there. I'm a huge fan of that whole generation, the hippies and just all the 70s and 60s music. I love it all. Just the fact that I'm able to go see the grounds where such an iconic festival happened, I knew that I had to go there. It was a bucket list item for me, for sure. I just knew that I had to go there, and I had to see it with my eyes. Essentially, it's just a big hill with grass, and they have a little cutout area where the stage was at one point, and on the hill they have a giant peace sign where the people would have been sitting during the festival. The very top of the hill is where Bethel Center of Music and Arts is, and that's where the amphitheater is, where I saw the Blackkeys. Really awesome because they kept it arts and music related, and I'm so glad that they didn't just build like condos or a conglomerate shopping center. I'm glad that they still kept it music and arts related. I think that's really awesome. They actually have a museum on the Woodstock ground. They have artifacts of the festival, different kind of clothing from the festival. There was handwritten notes and everything. They have a fence that was actually trampled on by the Woodstock goers, because at first it was a paid ticketed event, and then eventually they only had so much chain link fence wrapped around the festival, and people just essentially ripped the chain link fence down and just walked in because there was no security back then. It was just a really cool environment to be in. The fact that they still keep the land nice and clean, and the fact that they just turned it into a monument. They actually had a stone monument that had the Woodstock logo on it. Once again, I'll put a picture of it up right here. They had a stone monument that had the Woodstock logo on it. It told you the whole description, like the days that Woodstock happened in August in '69, and the acts and everybody that performed there for those 3 days. It was just really serene and peaceful. Just a beautiful piece of property, and with all the trees in the background and being out in the middle of nowhere, New York essentially, the mountains and the trees, it was just so spiritually beautiful. For somebody like myself who loves that era of music, it was an absolute bucket list of mine. I got to hang out on the grass on a beautiful 70-degree day with the blue skies and the clouds nice and fluffy just floating by. Big peace sign on the hill, and just imagining 500,000 people there to see legendary acts like Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Crosby, Stills and Nash, John Sebastian, Richie Havens, Santana. It's amazing to think about that happening all those years ago and being in that same exact spot all these years later. It was just so special. What's great about the festival too is that festival launched so many careers of the people that I just named, like Santana and Joe Cocker included. That festival launched those guys' careers from that point on. Carlos Santana was only a 19-year-old kid at the time, and Santana was an unknown band until Woodstock happened, and the Woodstock film came out later down the line in the 70s, and they got launched into a household name now. I mean, I've seen Santana. They're a great band, and it's really cool that Woodstock is the birthplace of Santana. After the Woodstock grounds and the beauty and just all that it was, we got to go to the Bethel Center of Music and Arts, and they have an amphitheater built on the Woodstock grounds now. It's on the opposite side of the hill where they have concerts. Concert goers can go and be on the Woodstock grounds and enjoy live music like they did back in 1969 on the grounds itself. I really think that was an awesome experience alone, just being able to go there and enjoy music on the festival grounds itself. The venue is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They keep up on it so well. Probably one of the most beautiful venues I've been to for an outdoor event, next to the Man in Philadelphia. And we got to see the Black Keys that night, and they also had this really cool poster. It's for the No Rain, No Flowers tour, and if you can read right there, it says on the actual Woodstock grounds, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, so we got to see the Black Keys on the Woodstock grounds in the Bethel Woods Amphitheater. The Black Keys absolutely shredded. I seen them one other time here in the Philadelphia area, and they were awesome then. But for some reason, this was more of like an intimate venue. I think the Bethel Woods Center only holds about 16,000 people. It was a very intimate outdoor venue. I've been to a couple different outdoor venues, but this one just felt so close. We did have seats. We were going to sit on the lawn, but we got seats instead. It was a really beautiful venue, and I just love that it felt so intimate and close, even though we were in an outdoor venue and they were relatively far away. The No Rain, No Flowers tour and the album are both really great. The album itself is a great album. I've been on that album since it came out. No Rain, No Flowers, Man on the Mission, The Night Before. The whole album front to back is really awesome. I'm a huge Black Keys fan, but this album it speaks out. Definitely is in contention for the top 3 in my opinion. It's definitely grown on me, and as I keep listening to it, it's just got a real vibe to it and a really good classic sound that I think is going to age gracefully, and it's just an awesome record. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't. It's called No Rain, No Flowers by the Black Keys. Yeah, all in all, being able to go to the Woodstock Festival, catch a concert, be on the grounds, and just being a part of the vibe, and just knowing that you're on the Woodstock grounds is something completely different than any other venue out there. It was a bucket list moment, and I'm so happy I got to go experience it. But yeah, so with that being said, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. It's a little different than what we usually do around here, but I like to talk about life stuff too. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it helps out so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. On that note, peace.